everybody gay. Well, everybody out here like, oh, I want to get a girlfriend now, baby. Don't step over here, because once you step over here, baby, you're going to be over here for a long time. Okay?
Million, put it in their cash, get it buried it. Millions, niggas with me, bitches think we terrorists. Billions, stack this cash and lay low like barbarians. Brazilians, black sit and pass it to Australians. Ay.
What's up, y'all? I'm finally back with another motherfucking video. It's been a good little minute, I'm not even gonna lie. And everybody has some really good suggestions, but I think I'm gonna do a little story time. Let me get comfortable. So you guys go ahead, get your hot chocolate, popcorn, cause it's about to go down. Before I get started, please like, share, subscribe, tell your aunties, your uncles, everybody to watch my videos, cause we're about to take this thing to the next level. So this story time is definitely about to be for, you know, my gay people, the gay community out here, about how I came out. This video, if you don't like it, that's fine. So you have the time to click out of this video. Oh, you still here? Okay, bet. Let's get to it. So, you guys, I was in high school at this time. In middle school, I won't think about nothing. For people that was in middle school relationships, I don't even know how. Cause I won't thinking about booty. I won't thinking about boobies. I won't think about nothing. I don't know. I think middle school I was more focused on basketball and just having fun. Like, I won't even think about no relationship. Middle school, like, I was all with my friends. Like, I was with all my friends from elementary school and some people that I never met, but mainly like people that I had been knowing since pre-K to 5th grade. And when we went to the 9th grade, that's when I had decided to go to a different school. I was mainly on like what school was best, and also the basketball team. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, cause for those who go to for those who live in Henderson in general, like, everybody knew that the two high schools that we have is Northern Vance and Southern Vance. And everybody knew Northern Vance was complete trash. Well, some athletics and some, they'll have their good years and their bad years, but I knew that they were complete trash, and I was just like, no disrespect to the girls basketball team or whatever, but I was just like, I ain't even trying to go over there. Even though, like, I was already fresh meat, like, I was still legit fresh meat people. Like, no one knew me. Everybody called me by my Instagram name. Everybody was like, what's up, K-Baller35? And I was just like, what's good? And I remember this one girl, she was like, yo, that's K-Baller35. And I'm like, what? So I knew some people, but didn't really know too much. Like, I just had to meet new people and gain, you know, new friends. I'm not gonna lie, I had guys all over me, and like, this is back in my little, I wasn't girly, but I wasn't like dressing like how I dress now. I had most dudes that were just interested in me, and I was just like, okay, all right. You know, gaining everybody's attention, I guess. I didn't have hoes and I didn't have guys lined up, but most guys was like showing interest. I remember I tried to communicate with most guys, and I just wasn't feeling it. I was like, I mean, I am a little bored. So that's when Kick was popping, y'all. Kick was that app. I was on Kick, and I was just like, you know, texting people on Kick or whatever. And I realized, like, I'm just not focused on guys and anybody in general. Like, I'm just not focused for this. So I I'm just gonna continue like focusing on school and basketball. Like that's what my main focus was on. I do remember like this one guy, we were communicating and he had really, really liked me. And I remember we was just texting on Kick and he was just like, so like you gonna meet me over here as soon as school let out so you know you can give me a kiss. And I was just like, okay, like, you know, let me try it out. Like I knew like my sexuality was becoming more like questionable. I was just like, I guess, like, sure. Met him outside of school let out, you know. My ride wasn't there yet. And I met up with him and I was just like, hey, like, normally I can speak to him face to face, but this time I was just like, hello. I look at him, he looking at me like eye contact. He's focused, like he's ready, and I'm just like, not feeling it. But I ain't know what to say. So what really threw me off, like this is what pisses me off about guys, and I notice it until this day. Why when guys about to kiss a girl, like they just sitting there just licking their lips, like, and it's so disgusting, it's so disturbing to me, because it's like your lips should already be moisturized with some Carmex, chapstick, Vaseline, something, and he was just sitting there just licking his lips, and I'm just mad, disgusted. I'm just like, alright, so my mom just pulled up. I gotta go to basketball practice, knowing damn well I was going straight home. After that, I just told him, like, you know, I wasn't interested and not feeling it. Like, I just can't do this. And he understood. So I talked to another guy, and this was when I knew, like, okay, I really can't do this. We just texting one day and he was trying to get a little sexual and he was just like, you gonna give me sloppy? And I was just like, what's sloppy? Huh? And he's just trying to talk all this talk, and I'm just like, so I try to imagine, and I'm just like, ugh, nah. Like, you know you're gonna have random guys try to send you pictures of their ding dings, and I'm just like, this ain't ringing. This ain't no ding ding for me. I just can't. Like, just sitting here talking about it is kind of making me feel uncomfortable, because I'm just like, guys, ew. So it came to my sophomore year, and I was just chilling. Like, I was just like, this year, like, it's gonna be nothing like my freshman year. Like, I'm really just chilling. I was trying to come more out of my comfort zone. I wasn't dressing as girly as I was my freshman year. I was like wearing hoodies, sweatpants, basketball shorts every now and then. Wasn't too tomboyish, but wasn't too girly either. Like, I was just really just vibing. This one girl that I had class with, and I had just realized, like, okay, I'm staring at this girl ass like almost every day when she comes in. What's going on? Like, I'm questioning myself, and I had thought about it, and I was just like, I'm really staring at the girl's ass every day. Like, what? Am I that way? Okay. You know, started thinking more on it, and I was just like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I ain't never tried out a guy, never tried out a female. I knew guys disgust me, but when I had a thought of a female, I was like, yeah. I liked it. I ended up talking to one girl, and I started liking her. We started feeling each other. Feelings were mutual. And met up one day, had my first kiss with her. And to let y'all know, like, I'm not ashamed. At first I was, but I had my first kiss when I was 16. Like, I hear people's stories and they just like, oh, I had my first kiss when I was like in middle school, elementary, like 12, 13. And I'm just like, shoot. I had my first kiss when I was 16, and I enjoyed every bit of it. I'm definitely gay. Like, I'm feeling this. So after that, I mean, the girl kind of fell off. bad terms or anything. Just what we was trying to have just wasn't working. After that, I started liking this other girl. They were both cool. I mean, this other girl was just like communicating like every day. And eventually we had gotten together. We were telling everybody that like we were best friends. Like we was playing that best friend game. Like, oh, that's my best friend, blah, blah, blah. Me and my so-called best friend we started hanging out. And I never told my mom like what was going on. I was just like, oh, can my best friend come over? Can I go over to my best friend's house? And my mom was like, oh yeah, like she ain't have no thought about it or nothing. And like with me and my mom's relationship, like we're super close. So I normally tell her everything, but this right here, like I knew it was gonna break her heart. So I just kept playing the best friend game until I was ready. And we was messing around. She was spending the night here, I was spending the night at her house. It just became an almost every weekend thing. Like she knew the girl, like they met each other and everything. Like I said again, that's my best friend. Her mom knew, but we didn't tell her mom. Like her mom she admitted that she knew like later on in our relationship, but my mom didn't know. So a year had came, and again everybody's like, oh, that's your best friend? Like, yeah, that's my best friend. And behind closed doors, that's my best friend. Yeah, always been my best friend, but she was definitely my lover for sure. Like I was definitely in love with that girl. And we hung out, took trips, like we was going to the beach and stuff and everything. Like didn't nobody know, not even my siblings. The guilt was killing me, and I was just like, I think I'm ready to come out, but I'm so scared. Like I knew everybody had the thought that I was gay, but like of course they didn't know who I was dating at the time. Never told anybody. No one knew. No one knew. At the time I didn't have a relationship with my dad, but I had came out to him first. And he was just like, you know I knew this, right? I was just like, no you didn't. He was like, yes I did. So I was like, shoot. Okay. He kept that secret until I was ready to tell my mother. Hanging out. She was supporting me like every basketball game. Like she was there through everything. So I'm just like telling her, I'm like, I think the guilt is starting to kill me now. Like I think I'm ready to tell my mom. And she's just like, well, whenever you're ready, like, you know, just tell her. And I was just like, I don't even know for sure. I don't even know. Like, I had this thing that I knew that my mom was going to be ashamed of who I was. Like, the mindset that I had when I was 17 is so different from the mindset that I have right now, and I'm so glad. But I just knew that she was going to be ashamed of who I was. I knew that she wanted a daughter, not a son. I knew that it had bugged her how I wanted to dress certain times. And I'm just like, that's not who I am. Like, I knew it wasn't who I was. And I was tired of being something like that I wasn't. So I knew it was time to come out soon. At the time, like, I had a job, and this was my senior year. At the time I had a job, I'm working, making money. Every day when she picked me up from school, she had took me to work, or maybe we'll go out to eat before I went to work. So one day I was just like, Mom, like, I want to treat you out to eat. She was just like, oh, okay. So took her to this place called JJ's Fish. Normally I'd be eating, but this time the food got in front of me and I just immediately lost my appetite. I don't know what I was on that day, but I was just like, I'm not feeling this. Like, I want to tell her, but I'm so scared. Like, it was just eating me alive. We were talking about my sister-in-law, my brother, and she was just telling me, like, yeah, you know, I'm so glad they about to get married. Like, I'm so glad he's in love. And I was just like, Mom, I'm in love. And everybody knew how much I loved basketball. everybody knew how much I loved basketball. And she had the nerve to say, I know you in love. You in love with basketball. And I'm like, yeah, I am. But I'm trying to let you know, like, what's going on. Like, I'm in love. Like, for real. And she was just like, she just started laughing. She was like, hey, who you in love with? And I just started crying. I was just like, I'm in love with a woman. Like, I'm in love with a female. She was just like, I kind of had a feeling that you was going to end up liking females. But that wasn't the icing on the cake for her. It's just who the person was. So she was just like, you ain't in no relationship, are you? I was like, She was like, you ain't in no relationship, are you? I was like, yes, ma'am, I am, actually. And she was just like, with who? And girl, y'all, let me tell y'all, I broke down crying, like, not crying like boo-hoo crying, but I was just like, tears just kept falling from my eyes because I knew she was gonna blink. I just knew it. And she looked at me and she said, it's that girl, ain't it? Like, she said her name, but like, I just like, yeah. She was like, you mean to tell me you had her sleeping in your bed? You had her over my house? And she was just going off, and I was just like, yeah. She was like, y'all been playing house. I'm like, and I think it's so funny because I was just like, well, nobody playing house in your house. Relax. But in that moment, like, it wasn't funny. Like, she was just blanking. Like, she just felt disrespected, and I was just sitting there crying. So she just grabs her food. That woman ain't never leave her food. That woman grabbed her food, went in the car, and waited for me to come. Like, that's how upset she was. And I was just like, I knew something like this was going to end up happening. I was just sitting there just crying. So eventually, like, I ended up getting my stuff, and I ended up getting in the car. That woman would not look at me. She didn't say nothing. She just went ahead and took me to work, and she left. At the time, I was working with my godmother. So when I walked in, like, she had seen my face, and she was like, what's wrong? So I told her what happened, and it was just all over the place. I've never been so scared to go home in my life. Cause like, I knew she was ashamed, you know what I'm saying? Picked me up later on that night. Once we had got in the car, like, she just started asking questions, y'all. She had started asking questions. She was like, so whenever she come over, y'all be doing the nasty in your room? And I'm like, is that the only thing you worried about? So I'm like, no, Ma, like, I ain't disrespect you like that. She was like, you already disrespected me if you let her come in my house knowing that, you know, y'all gay, y'all sleep in the same bed, blah, blah, blah. She had asked me, like, you know, do her mom know? Nah, I'm not even gonna lie. At the time, I lied, and I said no. But me and the girl mom, like, until this day, we still like this. So I was like, nah. But before she had asked me these questions, like, I had texted mom, and I was like, just to let you know, if my mom contacts you, you didn't know this whole time. You didn't know. I had came out to everybody. Like, as soon as I came out to my mom, I just went ahead and I came out, like, on social media. And the reason why I never came out at school, because it's like, everybody knew my mom. Like, my mom would sometimes just come up to the school just to hang out with, like, my teachers. Or just, like, sit at the front office. Like, for the people that went to Southern Vance, everybody knew my mom. Everybody in general knows my mom here in Henderson. She's well known. Why would I come out of school and then, like, somebody just randomly be like, oh, your daughter be holding hands with this girl and doing this and doing that, and then boom. Like, it would be worse if my mom was to find out from somebody else than me. So that's why I decided to come out to my mom whenever I was ready. Just asking me all these questions, and, you know, just telling her, like, look, I know you feel disrespected because, like I said, we have been spending the night doing this, doing that, but, I mean, in my eyes, I came out. But in her eyes, she's like, y'all was playing house in that room. And I was just like, all right. Okay. The lesson that I did learn was, don't hide nothing from my mom. Not even that, like, don't be afraid to be yourself. Because, it was hard for her to accept it. But once I had came out, like, I have felt really, really free. Like, I felt like I could be myself. Like, as soon as I had posted it, like, on social media, I didn't realize, like, how many people had supported it. Like, so many people were sliding up on my Snapchat and was just like, yes, like, I love this. I'm here for it, blah, blah, blah. Posted on Twitter. I didn't go to Instagram only because, like, I didn't want to piss her off even more. But eventually, like, I did post it on Instagram whenever, like, things did die down. I didn't feel like I was grown, like, I could talk to my mom any type of way and whatever. It's just, it was more on me. Like, my heart had felt heavy for the longest. And I had finally, like, let it all out. I just felt like, I could just be me. Like, that was the only thing I was really worried about. I can wear this, I can be that. Like, that was the only thing I was really, like, focused on. It's like, once I was gay, like, I was really labeled as gay and everybody knew. I just felt like couldn't nobody tell me shit. I really went to school the next day and I felt free. Everybody was like, I'm loving this. I was able to walk around the hallways holding hands with my girlfriend. I was able to kiss her in the hallways. Like, I ain't have nothing to worry about. Like, I was good. So, me and my mother, we definitely didn't talk for like 3 to 4 days. She would not look at me. I understood. Eventually we had talked about it, but it just, in that moment, like, she was just not feeling it. And it took her a while to definitely accept it. But now, like, she cool with it. She cool with it. Like, we could joke around a little bit about it. But now, it's like, once you really come out gay, like, can't nobody tell you nothing. Like, F y'all. Really F everybody. It's really F the whole world. Like, can't nobody tell us this and that. Like, people gonna point the Bible in your face, but I mean, I guess hell gonna be lit because everybody out here sinning. Everybody out here doing this. Everybody out here doing that. It's not as bad. It just kind of affected me and my mother's relationship at the time. Of course, in that moment, like, I felt like she kind of had overreacted. But other than that, like, everything's fine now. So my message to the people that are going through the same thing, that are scared to come out, don't be scared to come out. It's really for you, and you have to put yourself first. Whatever people have to say about you being gay, bisexual, queer, whatever, it's about you. Don't worry about all that. Yeah, people gonna talk, but at the end of the day, people gonna talk until the day you die. Everybody have opinions about you, but you can never control what people think. Being gay is lit. Trust me. Y'all out here having sex with your boyfriends for about 2 to 3 minutes. We out here having sex for at least 6, 8 hours, 2 to 3 days, or 2 to 3 months. We lit out here. And I just think it's crazy because now all of a sudden everybody gay. In high school, everybody had all this stuff to say, but now everybody gay. Well, everybody out here like, oh, I want to get a girlfriend now, baby. Don't step over here, because once you step over here, baby, you're going to be over here for a long time. Okay? For those who enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please like, share, subscribe, tell everybody about this, because y'all missing out. But thank you for watching this video, and I'll see y'all next time.